Mercury dimes, MS68 full bands. So now we talk about a different aspect, whether you're going to have bands, whether they're going to be full, whether they're going to be no bands. Here's a later date, 45S with no bands, and you won't find this date with bands. I've never seen it with bands. So here we have a coin that graded MS68 with no bands. It's just gorgeous toning, incredible rainbow toning, but forget about the bands. So now we got mint state and proof. Again, you notice that the feathers in Liberty's cap are much more sharp on the proof, as is the lettering to the very edge. And on the reverse, now we can not just talk about the center bands, but also the strength of the diagonal bands on the proof. So here's a late date 67. This is, of all these series, this is the only series I call affordable to the more or less average person in 67. Now these prices include 15, 17% buyer fees. But you can go out on this floor, find some nice slab 67s, right around $100, 115. And if you don't have one, you should really consider getting, yeah.
Are all proofs going to have full bands?
They better, because they're double struck. Okay, that's by definition, the proofs are double struck. So they're struck slower with higher pressure. So if it's in the hub, it's in the die, and it's on the coin. Okay? So you don't have, like on business strike coins, it's just not the issue of die pressure, also the issue of die wear. You know, that's more of an issue in the early 20th and 19th century than in more recent times. Yeah. But yeah, I've never seen a proof without complete bands. They might exist, I've never seen one. So this is a MS66 full band. You notice that there was a different hub around 1920. So the feathers are a little bit more strongly struck here, actually, than in the earlier dates. So this is a later date where the feathers aren't as strong. Here's a 5 full band. And a 4. Again, we're starting to see more naked eye contact marks, but this is less forgiving than the heavy coins. They call this MS64. I doubt it. I don't like it, but there it is. I mean, talk about this compared to that. There's no comparison. This definitely has some weakness in strike, but still has a full band. And more contact marks. And sometimes I'm not sure if some of those horizontal scratches weren't on the slab in the coin, but I think some were both in this case. This is a nice early date coin in it too. It really looks undergraded to me. Really nice. Here's a 1 full band. Some weakness in contact marks. So now AU. This is a mid-date AU. The band is nearly full. And a D. Of course, everything with a D you want to see in a slab. And we still have full bands. And this looks nicer than that MS61. AU53. Again, it's hard with this series to find slabs, AU53s, except for the 16D and a few other rare grades. That's why it keeps repeating. And a 50. So the market didn't like this coin as a 3 and had a $7,600 price. This 50 had an $8,000 price. So you got to decide, is that really a 53 or 47? Because this coin's a lot nicer than that coin. And the market made that decision too.